Greetings once more, fellow tubers, and welcome back to the Dycelli Foundation. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. But here we continue the adventures of the Dycelli, my wonderful little Dycelli Foundation, with us soon being able to go colonize a new world within a little over a month, going over to Traxofco. Specifically Traxofco 3, which is a really nice planet. But my voice may be a little stranger than usual, a few more sniffles. But that's only because I'm getting a cold, I think, or something. It's that time of year for the flu and crap to be coming around. So, yeah. But where we last left off, Averfin and Mava were finishing up their respective loops. I still don't know what I'm going to do about that void cloud, but we'll figure that out at a later date. We also got the Dark Wanderer over here, a frigate that was pulled off of a assembly line, who is currently damaged. I can't remember why he's damaged. He might just have come out of port that way. But he is a pretty powerful little ship with one large disruptor and a couple of small X-ray lasers, as well as 2 units of small ceramo metal, 2 units of small improved deflectors, and a lot of antimatter reactors. He has a lot more power than he really needs, I think. But on pausing now, and the world ticks on. We are now in version 1.4, which adds a lot of nifty little bug fixes and such. And I did have a mod running to improve ship AI, but with the new version, that mod is broken, so whatever. Not that it mattered anyway. That mod hasn't been implemented in this playthrough at all. It's been in the personal ones. And there's you. Okay. Well, I was about to be a little terrified with them wandering through Karathor. But soon we will have a second planet, which, unfortunately, will boost how long it takes for any of our research to go through. Yay. However, when these guys reach their 5th level, they will be shifted, they will be rotated through to take over for some of these aging scientists. How old are you? You are 57. You are 43. Even though you do really only have roughly 25 years to live.
Construction complete.
And there it is. The colony ship. Well, let's get this underway. Traxofco with its really high mineral count. And what we will do is we will put you...
Anomaly found.
Right here. And you will be named Eve Viva Philar. Good enough. Now over here, impressive structures, little small area on the surface of Karathor 6, practically begging for some archaeological work. As you cannot fail, go ahead, poke around. course, that is making him take a little longer. He's about done anyway. While Tarek still has a little bit longer to deal. After, I don't know if I'd stated this in my last video, it's been a couple of weeks. After these two finish their 2 loops, we'll go down here and start investigating this loop, which has a planet on Chi Draconis, as well as the Grasping Claw Nebula over here, which is a pretty shade of blue. Also, there are, once I get that in the next month, I will be putting a frontier outpost over here. Structures on Karathor 6 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Uvafen Uvimava notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, to the builders' alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Dycelli, looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Now I'm curious, how do mushroom children amuse themselves? I don't know. But I don't know if that frontier outpost will allow me to catch Diadem. I know it won't let me catch Valderam, that's too far out.
Research complete.
And we have just completed research on alien visitor centers. Next, we will be pushing for a biolab. Aha! Great day for the Dycelli Foundation! Colony ship has found a rare patch of open ground in the jungles of Eve Vibiflav and made planetfall. The landing site is surrounded on all sides by lush vegetation, and sentry drones have been deployed to guard against predators. Ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first Dycelli city on an alien world. It is indeed a great day. And now, Traxofco over here with our planet, with that really unpronounceable name, is will slowly grow into its own. And likewise,
System survey complete.
We've jumped considerably. And there's the survey of Karathor done. Go over and deal with Trunt. I'm half tempted to name that system just because of how close it is to our current president, but whatever. I will not give in to temptation, even though it will amuse me.
System survey.
And there's Track done. And over to Garanth. I've been doing my other ones. I've actually been going into the system and telling it to start with the star. I find that is a good practice, especially in general, even though it typically works for my more... Whoops! That was not what I wanted to do. I have to go back quickly before he fucks up. I don't know if you can hear the dog, but the dog is whining because I'm pretty sure my mother just arrived. Okay, there's no colors on those. Nothing has changed. And the frontier outpost over here on Uzun is now being constructed. I might drop one over here on Mublar as well. Although it might have been better if I dropped it in Diadem. Ah, well, whatever. Going to do, what we will do, is take the Dark Wanderer and push him up towards the Najagas Vale, exploring this little area. me a second to figure out how I'm going to do that. This is actually a surprisingly sizable area. So what he will do is he will go here first, then to here, then to here, then to there, here, here, and here.
Anomaly found.
Hello. Scanner star reveals a small object in rapid orbit. Its small size and high velocity make it difficult for our sensors to isolate. Then we shall research. Please hold one moment while I go let the dog out so he stops whining. And I'm back. Might have missed a couple of days when I forgot to pause, but whatever. Now, hopefully, it's actually catching my mouse this time. I've noticed that it hasn't been for the past couple of times, so I fixed that. As the Dark Wanderer pushes out. That. Actually, let's zoom in on him. Let's see what it looks like. He is a very interesting take on a humanoid ship with a big old pirate patch. Interesting. Well, there's that. He's got a real big old scout radius, which is why I'm sending him. And now about the thing over in Trunt. Gotten a report from Science Officer Wavaffen Uvimaba that it seems to be a ceramic container is circling the star Trunt. Most peculiar. Should obviously not be there, yet somehow it has managed to find its way into a close orbit. Special project can be issued. And indeed, it is a conundrum worth investigating.
Updated.
You will do so immediately after you finish investigating the rest of Trunt. Might tie you up for a while, though. So, what we're going to do is spend the resources for upgrades. Starting first with our energy supply. Oh my goodness, look at that happiness. It's gonna be like that for about 10 years. Or about another 15 or so. Now there's the rest of the planets for that habitable world survey. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, that's all I need for the habitable planet survey. Shui. As you work your way up into the Najagas Vale, find actually quite a few worlds that could possibly be brought into the Dycelli molds. Hardy har, yeah, I know, bad joke. But whatever. I'll get you done with Trunt. That's a decently sized system. You're about done with Garanth, at which point you will head over here to K-Hines. Hello. Oh. Dark Wanderer was first returned to Larbo,
Established.
and there's a colony established. We'll go ahead and pause. Is it within the borders of the Birnathi Remnant? Militant isolationists. Pitiful creatures, know that we roam the stars for eons before your hapless species master spaceflight. If any of your wretched little ships crossing our space, do not expect them to return. Aren't you nice? Oh my goodness. Love is friendship sent to music, Bernathi. Yeah, why not? I find that immensely amusing. News we've encountered intelligent life for the first time, spreading like wildfire throughout the Dycelli Foundation. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculation on their culture and society. The revelation that we are not alone in this galaxy has largely been greeted with celebration on Mengus. empire these aliens have been found appears to be very old, and that level of technology is far ahead of our own. There is no doubt a great deal they can teach us. Their wisdom must indeed be great, but they are really mean. So I doubt they will. Moving to Larbo. What help if I unpause that? There we go. As you pretty much kick us out, and that ends this loop right there. Goodness gracious, they're massive. Well, at least we don't really have to worry about much coming at us from this direction. That's good to know, at least. Yep. Alright, now from here, you will continue. Oh, you can't.
Research
Crap.
complete.
Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and full brakes. Improved spaceport has been researched. At which point we will go ahead and go with mineral processing. What you will instead do is
Construction
here to here to here, and then back up to Brius. And there's that frontier outpost. Ooh, it did touch diadem. Good. Now, however, I want you to build that observation post. You're done over here, so on you go. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to bother with that too terribly much. In the meantime, over here,
Construction.
oh my goodness, so happy. Alright, what are we looking at? Surface construction. Oh good, there's that upgrade in power supply.
Research complete.
Oh my goodness. Research! Research everywhere! Ooh. We'll push for that lab. In the meantime, what we will do is we'll go ahead and upgrade that one. Do not appear. Ooh, there is some. Alright. Well, when you're done, we have a couple stations for you to build. You're still outside of reach, though. Only two, unfortunately, increase our mineral production by 4. That's good to know I haven't been talking to dead air. Well, that's unfortunate. But I am not completely locked out of expansion from this direction, as this little branch right here. We will go ahead and have you poke your head around here. This is about as far as I would.
Complete.
Ah, there you are. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to Diadem. Just move there for the moment. In the meantime, the Bidrisum observation post is, of course, we could enlighten them pretty easily. Bring them into the fold. Where is the Bidism? There we
System
are.
survey complete.
You guys are Gargaxton. Individualist, spiritual,
System survey complete.
pacifist. That is probably a good idea. What is your current Steam age? There's both of those systems surveyed. So you will go ahead and research that project. Wait a minute, you weren't done with Garanth? Why did you stop? Go finish survey of that system. Goodness gracious. Might have been something I buggered up on, but whatever. Go ahead and enter orbit of Diadem 1 Delta. 1D. After you're done with that, go ahead and make the trip home.
Construction complete.
Time you continue with those. That did increase a little bit. Do I want to bring the Gargaxtans into the fold? The answer is, as a peaceful civilization, yes. At the moment, we need to make them one of us. That'll take 100 months. Take a few years, but go ahead and build that mining station. Well, okay then. And that's gonna take a long time, isn't it? Yeah.
System survey complete.
Yeah, it is. Now you can go over here to... what is that? Gerfab. Gertab. How's this other world going? Going pretty good. Thankfully, our people are rapid breeders. Really? Spiritualists increase our growth spread? Huh. Indeed it do. Next vote is not for a long while. And you might live to see it. Another... No, you'll be dead. That's kind of a sobering thought. He won't live to see his first election. That's going to take quite a few years. 5 years is 30 months. 10, 15. These guys will not be joining us for until we're into the pretty deep in there. Not for another 3+ episodes. Alright, you're done over there. You're gonna come over here. No, you're gonna stay in system. Go ahead and build that station on Diadem 3. Because we are gonna need that increased income to support our stations. You know what? Instead of the physics lab, never mind. I was gonna say improved, assist the science production, but apparently I don't have that option. I'm pretty sure I saw it at some point, but that just might be me being crazy. We got plenty of new energy in our area. Main problem being expansion opportunities.
Anomaly found.
Hello. Regular signal reminiscent of our own distress patterns. Yeah, go ahead and take a peek. If one of our ships are in distress, we must take a look. It's kind of strange that they're way out in that little arm, though. As the Dark Wanderer has reset up back over here in Mentrusana. Let's see here, that's large, small, small. Yeah, that's a typical setup of pirate frigates. Which we thankfully have not triggered yet. It's only a matter of time. So, as the first place, way out here, you will get
Complete.
a military station. Once I figure out how much they are to defend you. Hello. Ship in orbit around Gurtab 4. Ship is not giving away any heat signatures and seems to be drifting.
Situation log updated.
Oh, brain parasites. So, yeah, we'll find out. Finish up Gurtab. Because we are essentially locked out of one. Gonna go ahead and build a second, who will be led by Eve Uvi Evfin, who has a considerably decreased anomaly fail risk. Sorry, I forgot I gave the Dark Wanderer over here to Uvi Epav, who is aggressive. One of the few militant Dycelli. Good to know that we got our north covered. And they are the only ones they're dismissive of us. Thankfully, even though they hate our guts. Oh, but they have met somebody. Probably up around here. And there is the Dolav Aviv. You go to Uvi Evfin. And what you will do is you will start down here. With a fresh face, who's also a shiny Amogus. I have a few of those. You are just at the edge of our space. You will come over and enter orbit. What we need primarily are minerals. And you will not grow anymore. Well then. Wrong one. There we go. Where are you expanding to next? Probably one of these two. Yep. Wait a minute, what is that? Oh, with that happiness. Counteracts our, being weak. However, we do need a governor. For Viba Filav. And we will give it over here to another intellectual. Uvi Leave will be the governor. A blue mushroom. Go ahead.
Research complete.
And we've just researched mineral processing. Gives us upgraded mineral processing plants and silos. Now, we will go for powered exoskeletons, mainly for that increase in minerals. How much longer do you have? You have a while. And you look to be about done as well, as we are into our final year of this episode. So, the many things that happened are we have settled Traxofco 3, now known as Eve Viba Filav. We have set up our position over here in Uzun and started the enlightenment of the Gargaxton species over here on Bid Rissum, which is an alpine world. In other news, the Birnathi Remnant. Big old elder civilization just to the north of us, preventing any expansion northward. Judging by our limited knowledge of the star lanes, there are no direct connections to this north quadrant without going the long way around. So, we consider ourselves relatively safe from this northern quadrant. Due to the increase in our influence, we are slowly starting to expand outwards with more mining stations and the like. We do manage to pick up a considerable amount of energy from this expansion when minerals
System survey complete.
are our pursuit. Our two major anomalies are a strange ceramic object orbiting in close orbit of the star Trunt. The Povababib, under command of Wawafen Uvimava, may actually finish that before the episode ends. However, over here in Gertab, we have managed to we got a distress signal over here over Gertab 4. What you just heard were the creaks and cracks picked up from the Vina Abib under command of Averwaffen itself. Now, we shall see what happens there. That is a very high mineral system, too. I like that. Also, we've picked up a third science ship, led by the young,
Anomaly found.
but careful Uviavefen, who has just found a impact crater on Lothandra 2.
Special project complete.
We will go ahead and research you. After almost giving up. Well, now. After almost giving up hope, studying the accursed ceramic object for so long, we've reached a breakthrough. The container is a sacred relic, left in orbit as a sign, surely from the divine. Object is brimming with energy, which, when decrypted, reveals a hidden message. Information on how to help us ascend by improving our research efforts. Only question now is, who sent this message? And for the next 5 years, we have 15% research speed. Look at them speeds.
Special project complete.
Cruise ship has been found dead. What is more disturbing is that they appear to have been killed by some highly advanced brain parasites, which infested them and turned them mad. Thanks to Science Officer Avava Uvi of Erfin's findings, we could protect our own crew from being infected. Oh, that makes me so happy. I was not wanting to lose you. And now, you will come up here to Jornost
Construction
While you
complete.
will come over here to Tatanga. Go ahead and survey that. There we go. You're done there. We actually have plenty of minerals. Go build the energy station over Parsax 2. And that pretty much brings us to wrapping up. We may find out what happened over here on Lothandra before the episode ends. But if not, well, you probably aren't missing much. Besides me wandering around waiting for something interesting to happen. In real life news, I might actually be picking up some trying to create an intro for myself. Yay me. I have permission to use music from a friend of mine who I work with, one Jolt Eagle, to use some of his music, so I have to go through what he has and see if there's anything that I like or find appropriate. Hello. Massive crater on Lothandra 2 appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, suspect that a ship traveling at full warp rammed the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. Picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site reminiscent of a collapsed warp field. As the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be identified. Well then, sucks to be them. Our drives are hopefully more advanced, but the fact that they were using warp bubbles that long ago, it's nothing like our own drives. Which allows us to force into slip space along predetermined areas. Hopefully we'll get the assist possibility once again. But in the meantime, you have places that need upgraded. We do not yet have a biolab, and we won't for the end of the episode. However, we will increase what energy production we have, and are able to. And you will end this at 30. Which means 70 left. So, yeah, about 3 episodes from now, the Gargaxton people will join us in the stars. Anyway, this has been Garrett with the Dycelli Foundation. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.